Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Please like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be opening Gate Ruler. It is a trading card game. Booster box of this. It is Volume 1. It's Booster Set Volume 1. That doesn't mean it's first printing. I don't know that there even has printings. It's just that, the same way that in Pokemon base set Shadowless was first print, and then just base set was second print. But then you had Fossil and Jungle and everything. The fact that it says Volume 1 here, in the next set, it'll say Volume 2. So to give you an example, this is Volume 2. This is Onslaught of the Eldritch Gods, but we're not doing this one right now. This is like a Cthulhu theme here. But this is the first one. This is why we're opening this right now. It's Dawn of the Multiverse Alliance. And as you can see, it has some artwork on the cover of or on the front of the booster box, and this is what the secret rare, like how I did that. It's like I did this. It's like you can see it. I don't know. Anyway, this is the artwork for the secret rare that comes 1 in 6 boxes. You would think it'd be very pricey, but it's actually not that expensive. Actually, let's take a look at the artwork on the box. See how it's sealed with Gate Ruler as printed on it, so you know that it is legit. This kind of gives you an idea of the rarity, and if you want to freeze the frame and read all that mess, you can. Anyway, we're going to open it up. It's a trading card game. This particular box, let's see, where did I put that? Well, I don't know. I can't find it. Anyway, let me go ahead and open it, and then I will talk about it while I'm opening it. I was looking for the information of the seller. Let me see let's open it first, or let's start first, and then we'll start talking about that. And after the wrap, there's not a seal. As you can see, you get a box topper. So that's what that looks like. I'm going to go ahead and open it. I'm not keeping the box topper sealed. The reason I decided to, get into this a little bit is it was super cheap. This is not textured, but it is pretty cool. That's what the back looks like. The back is a little bit textured. The front is not. So let's see. I'm gonna sleeve this. So several reasons I wanted to get into this and start collecting this. First of all, the artwork is very nice, and also it was very cheap. Now this particular product, it becomes cheap and then expensive, and then cheap and then expensive, and it's just and you have to look for it. Look for it on TCG Player, look for it on eBay, look for it on Mercari, and if it's too expensive for you to buy, just wait, because the price will go down, and then it'll go up, and then it'll go down. I don't know why. I have no idea, because really, the only thing the good news is I can tell it is continuing. It is not a dead TCG. It is, they are continually putting out new products. So, let's see. Bourbon Trail Bazaar is the name of the store that I got it from. I don't know that that's the name that's the name of the website. So if you wanted to buy from the website, that's what it is. I think it was Rereader is the name of the actual store on eBay. So if you're looking, so it's the same people, but on the website it's Bourbon Trail Bazaar, and it's Rereader on eBay. So to give you an idea of what the artwork looks like on here, very fine printing. There is 6 boxes in a case. I think there's one full, or at least one full card in each. And we're going the full cards. We're going to sleeve. And let's see. Let's put that right there. And so what you're looking for here, and it's very difficult for me to see, but you can see right, very tiny maybe, right there is 1 star. And right here is 4 stars. And 4 stars is the most, and 1 star is the least, and that the 4 stars is better as far as rarity goes. Now after that, there's some other, there's some different sets, subsets, like legends or something. I don't know. But the rarest, like the big hit, is what would be called in Pokemon, it would be called a secret rare. But in this particular set, it just has 3 question marks. That's what I will call the secret rare. And what it looks like is, it looks like this. In this set, it looks like this guy right here on the pack. So that's how we'll know that's what it is. Plus, it'll have 3 question marks on it. Each, and this is supposed to be kind of a big deal, I think. I'm trying to look. I do now. Or that doesn't mean it's expensive. This may be, I don't know. I don't think this is very pricey. Anyway, let's get this. Where did I put that? Okay. I want to get my sleeved ones in one spot. Okay. So here's 2. Oh, 3 fulls in this one. 3 star, a 3 star, and a 2 star. But they are full, so I'm going to go ahead and sleeve them. So, lucky for me, the first interest I had in this was with the Volume 2, which is Onslaught of the Eldritch Gods, because I like Cthulhu. I think that's pretty cool. So even though there's only a few cards in there that are Cthulhu themed, and some other fantasy characters are in there in set 2, but I thought, you know what, let me go ahead and get, since that's Volume 2, let me get at least 1 box of Volume 1, and that's what we're opening right now. Now, Volume 2, it was so cheap when I saw it. I mean, I got a whole, I've ordered a few boxes and also a case of the Volume 2 because I knew I would like it, because I watched a video, and also it was cheap, and yeah, it was a good deal. And so that's 6 boxes, sealed boxes, in a sealed case. So yeah, I'm just looking to make sure. Yeah, one's a 4 star and this is a 2 star. Just looking. Anyway, and then right after I bought it, the price skyrocketed because everybody's watching what I do, and I'm a trendsetter. I don't know. There was no reason for it to go up. It just did. But I think it could have something to do with people are wondering if it's going to, if somebody's going to get a run or make a run on it. And if they do, it's not going to matter, in my opinion, because this stuff, compared to Pokemon, I mean, you've probably never even heard of this. But it is a live set, and it is listed on TCG Player, so you can buy it off of there. And another reason why I don't think you should run right out and get all of them. Oh my God, I got to collect them all. Well, the singles are pretty cheap, right? So you could just, you could just get singles. I want to say that special card The one that's one per case is 45 bucks. So, I mean, that is not that expensive. I can't read what that is. I'm not sure what the code on that is down there, but it is not the quote unquote secret rare kind of thing. I mean, I guess I could call it the triple question, because it's got 3 question marks, but so it doesn't actually, the game doesn't call it a secret rare. I do, because I think it's a better name than 3 question marks. Anyway, so you can find out how to play the game. If you want to Google it, it's on there. That's what Google's for. Trying to, yep, okay. Let's see what that is. These are pretty cool. So, some of the artwork's better than the others. I mean, it's still really good. That one's just the best so far that I've gotten, I think, out of here. As far as artwork goes, again, all I know basically is what the top hit out of here is, and it looks like this guy right here, and it would be a foil, and it would have 3 question marks on it. And I have like a 1 in, because I'm opening a box, I have probably a 1 in 6 chance of pulling it. I'm not sweating it, because if I really wanted to collect it and it was important to me, I'd just buy the card. It's not worth searching all the boxes for that. This set is not as cheap as the second set, and I like the second set better, I think, even though I've not opened any yet. That's for another video. Because I like the subject matter in the second one better. Let's see. Although that's a pretty awesome card. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I'll get, by the time I'm done, a complete set of the Volume 2, the Onslaught of the Eldritch Gods. I'll probably get a complete set of that. This I don't think I'm going to worry with. I don't believe I'll get a complete set of this out of 1 booster box. I don't know if I doubt you can. Oh, that's a double. That's cool. Yep. Anyway, I mean, the best, let me think. I believe it came out first in Japanese. So if you're looking to invest, although the only reason to invest in this at the moment is that it's cheap. And I keep talking about cheap. What did I mean? Well, I've seen it as low as 20 bucks a box, depending on which set you get. And there's, I don't know, at least 6 or 7 sets, if not more. But one of the cheaper ones was the ones I like, Volume 2. And this one was more like, after shipping, which was insane, was like $31.22, which, that's not bad for a box. It's just that shipping was $8 of that. But I had absolutely no problem with the seller, other than the fact that the shipping was kind of high. But when you add it to everything, the actual price of the booster box wasn't bad. So, after shipping, so I didn't sweat it. I would still buy from these people. But they don't, they do sell booster boxes, but they sell a lot of stuff, mostly, I don't know, things like tennis shoes, and but they do sell, I forget what it was, I had like thousands of sales, and the feedback was like 98%. So they had like either, I forget if it was 12,000 or 21,000, because my dyslexic brain can't remember, but it was one or the other. I also had all that information handy but I can't find it. I mean, I could if I wanted to start the video over, which I'm not going to do because I started opening. I want to finish the opening. Now at the end, if you don't want to watch the whole thing, please fast forward so I still get credit for you watching the entire video. I think that's how it works. But I'm just going to flip through the hits, and I'm just going to call, because I don't know any better, all the fulls a hit. And so you get at least one full in each pack. So I'm not talking about a major hit. I guess the major hit would be that one per box. The card that has question marks at the bottom of it. Now, some of them have some box. Oh, look, a double on top of a double. That's odd. That's okay. One thing I like about this, and I'm just speaking in broken thought right now because it's kind of late, is these fulls. You know, sometimes you get 2, sometimes you get 3, but some of the fulls are pretty cheap as far as individual cards go. So if you're weighing packs, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can't tell. Also, because you have multiple full cards on top of each other, I want to say in the future, the likelihood that somebody can scan these are not great. And of course, at the moment, it isn't worth it to scan them because, you know, anywhere from 20 to 30 bucks a box, that's not worth it. But you may look this up and see that a few of these boxes are $120 a box or $90 a box. Just wait. Just shop around and wait and look, because it's the market's pretty volatile on these, and I don't really know what's making the market go up and down, but it's changing a lot for not much of a reason. So I don't know if it's just 1 week a lot of people will buy, and the next week nobody's buying it. I don't know if that's what it is. I don't know if people are. I think there's another. Yep, there was another card in there. Okay. I think people are kind of going by the rule, the investment rule, buy low, sell high. And you certainly have the opportunity to buy low if you watch and pay attention. So this one has just 3 fulls in it, although that's a cool card there. But I'm not really sure about the exact theme in this one. Volume 2 is pretty easy because it has something to do with Eldritch Gods, and you may have... I remember one of those was some sort of Anubis-looking card. So, but it did have some cards in it that didn't seem to be Lovecraftian. But it also, for sure, Volume 2, for sure does have Lovecraftian type cards in it. So, if you're a big fan of that, here you go. There's some pretty interesting role-playing games, you know, kind of like in the Dungeons and Dragons type cards. Oh, that's pretty cool. Although it's just a 1-star, so it's probably cheap too. But those role-playing games, a lot of them there are a good bit that feature Cthulhu. Not as many trading card games. So there's that. So that's one of the reasons I was pretty excited about this, and also it's not a dead game. And I don't know that it will be, because I didn't really do the research, but you can. All you have to do is go to TCG Player, and use the drop down box to find the game list of what they carry, and at the very bottom it will say more. And if you click on that, then you'll have more than just the average Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece. That's on the main page. But if you want, Dragon Ball Z and things you've heard of a lot, if you want even more fringe games, then hit the drop box and the drop down box, and it will show you more. And this is one of those, and there's quite a few. There's quite a few of these sets. The main game is called Gate Ruler, as you can see, and the different volumes have different names. So I may, with just this one box, get a good bit of the regular set. But, that doesn't mean that, I'm getting, there's a lot of packs in here. I thought I'd be blazing through this, but there must be like 36 packs or something, and a lot of TCGs have only 20 packs, so you kind of blaze through it, and these are, there's a lot more. Part of what's slowing me down some is talking and trying to make sense and remember my thought patterns that I'm going over. While I'm still doing this, it's like doing two things. Now that's a pretty cool looking art card, but I think that's 4-star, but I don't know if this is a little bit textured. This one is on the front, just a little, and this one's not. So I don't know if that has any extra value. If you get these and you want to know what's the MSRP on each card or whatever, that's TCG Player is a good tool to figure that out. So you can sort those through TCG Player, and you can any set that they carry by best selling or most highest priced or lowest price. So you can organize the cards that you're looking for in any of those categories. So for example, if you wanted, let's say you were wanting to collect Pokemon and you were wanting to get one card of each set that's ever existed, and you can't afford it, then you can just go through each set and hit lowest price. And some of those are going to be, 15 cents a piece, and some of them, like Shadowless, if you get like a first edition Shadowless in base set in Pokemon, the cheapest one might be 10 or 15 bucks. I don't even know, but that's for it's for a really old card. So okay. Yeah, I don't, except for that one card in here, I don't know what I'm looking for really. And again, I only have one out of 6 chance of getting it. And what could happen, it is a possibility, and I know people could do this, I guess, which is, here I'm talking in a paragraph, which is a good reason to buy a case, a sealed case, is people could open up a case and start opening boxes, open 3 boxes, and then get that triple question mark card, and then be like, okay, I'm just going to sell the rest of these booster boxes because I've pulled the one case hit out of it. They could do that. Keep in mind, though, we're talking about like a $45 card, so it's just about not worth it to do that. Unless they're trying to complete a set, I don't know. But if you decide you want to collect these, what you could do is go through and, see if you can get as much of the set as possible. And if you're missing a card or two, just buy the card or two. It'd probably come out cheaper than to continue to buy multiple boxes. I did go against my own advice with that volume 2 because again I'm a big Cthulhu fan, so I thought, okay, well this will be worth it to collect that. I can open those boxes. I can keep a case sealed if I needed to. So I think altogether I've got 3 boxes that are loose, or I'm going to, when they get here, have 3 boxes loose of volume 2, and then a sealed case of volume 2, and I'm done with getting boxes of that. And I got 1 box of volume 1, and what I may end up doing, perhaps, is eventually get 1 booster box of each set. But I'll take my time doing it. Just to collect, just because it's pretty cool. This stuff reminds me a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons, which I'm also a fan of. I used to play when I was a kid. I used to play the old school game where you're a dungeon master. I played that with my cousin, and we had a lot of fun until I played it when I was a kid. There was a bunch of hype about devil worship and Satan, and I'm like, we were never worshiping Satan, but it's just a game. It's just like watching a movie. It's fantasy, but sometimes people take it too far, but they can take anything too far, really. So I might be running short on penny sleeves. I've got plenty, but not by my side, because I did not think I would get that many full cards. I thought there was like 1 full card per pack, and sometimes there's as many as 3. So just double checking, making sure I am. Some of these look kind of like Japanese fiction. So I don't know. Again, this was first, I think, I'm gonna guess, don't quote me on this, but I think these were first came out in Japanese, but they're not listed as, none of the cards are listed as first edition or unlimited. None of those are listed that way. So the only difference really is that it is this is volume 1, and the one I just showed you is volume 2, and they have several. Didn't scroll through all of them, but they have at least 6 volumes, and they're continuing to put them out, to my knowledge. So yeah. This is something that you probably could ask your local TCG store if they're interested in maybe doing a tournament. If there's enough interest in it, and there could be, once you get, if you have a group of friends that play TCG games, once they find out the price on this, what it can be, as cheap as it can be, they may start getting some of that and playing it. I don't know. It also can be quite pricey. I encourage you, see, because I've been looking at the prices on eBay, TCG Player, and the prices are very volatile. It's I know I've said this a couple different ways, but kind of running out of stuff to talk about. Yeah, it'll each set, even, I don't think the individual cards are moving that much, but the sealed booster boxes are kind of, the price of that is kind of moving. And then maybe if there's promos or something like that. They may be moving around where the price will quadruple in price, and then the next week it will just fall a lot, and then it'll go up again and down again. So if you were planning on buying a case, I would not worry. If it's too much, I would not. I wouldn't buy it right now. You can the cheapest you could probably find it. Actually, let me complete a thought. I think and the reason where I reference is watching videos of this, like videos that are 1 or 2 years old. And I watched videos of the Volume 2, the Eldritch Gods one. Individual boxes of that were at one point $90, which is pretty expensive. So when I saw it for $20, I was like, yes, please. Let me do that before it wakes back up. And right after I bought a bunch, it woke back up. And I was like, well, I'm glad I got that. But I won't be buying any more at the hefty price. But then I looked on TCG Player, and there were, they were completely sold out. The next day they were completely sold out. And then when I bought those, they were like 25 a box, I want to say. And then just a few minutes ago I looked again, and now they're $25 a box. So, you can get them, just wait. If you don't see it, wait. If you go to TCG Player and it'll tell you, these are however much it is a box, and I don't think being sold out matters because people can get more of them. And if they're sold out, look in other places besides TCG Player. And I would look every day for a couple weeks before I decided to buy any, to see how low it's going to go, because I don't see any reason for this to go nuts. Not enough people play it. Enough people play it to keep it live, but not enough people play it to where a lot of times what will happen with Pokemon or Magic the Gathering is people will find a new combination in the game with an old card that works with a new card, and they'll be like, oh, that's cool. Now that's in high demand, and so everybody will run out and get that, or there'll be a run on it. I'm going to try to go through the hits, but man, my stack of hits is almost half of my regular cards. We are making some progress with this, so I'll try to flip through those pretty quick. If it was easier to, I would only pull out the 4-star and better full, but those stars are so tiny. When I go to put this set together and try to look at the numbers and everything, these are, by the way, numbered. When I try to do that, I'm going to be using a magnifying glass because I just can't see that good. And a lot of these are turned sideways, but I'm not going to turn them all because who's got the time to do that? I mean, that you see how long the video is now, and I'm kind of blazing through it the way compared to what I could be doing. If I was turning every sideways card sideways for you to look at, then it would take twice as long probably. So I'm wondering if I'm going to get this box hit, and if I don't, I'm not going to be too devastated. I will get one of the box hits and the booster case. Oh, this is one of the better hits. This is, hold on. This isn't the secret rare card, this tiger card, but it is the most expensive card out of here. That isn't that secret rare, and it's like 15 bucks. So that gives you an idea of what these cost. Right now I'm going to put that is my best hit out of here so far. And I know that because when I went to TCG Player, I looked this particular set up, and I ranked it by best selling. And I want to say best selling was a sealed booster box, and then it was a sealed booster case, and then it was the question mark card, and then that one. So it is the best single card out of here that isn't that, for lack of a better word, single secret rare. Oh, that's close. It's not, but that looks pretty similar, but that's not what that is. Also, I noticed, I think that the card I'm looking for in here, the main hit, is one of these cards that's printed that way. So it's not a up and down card, it's sideways. So I get my verticals and horizontals mixed up, so that right there. 4-pack, I think 4 packs left, so I don't know if there's a, I don't know if there is a way to, I don't know if the boxes are mapped, and if they were, I wouldn't know, or I'm not doing the math on that for a product like this. Would I do it if I was crafty and I was opening a, you know, $25,000 box? Sure, but that's not what's happening, and I'll never buy a box of anything that, I wouldn't buy a box of brand new car for $25,000. I mean, I just don't have the money to spend on that. It's got to be, you know, down payment for a house if I'm going to pull out that kind of cash. But anyway, it ain't going to be for a card, bro. Let's see what we got here. Does look like it's good that they don't have, no, there's no card trick. There doesn't need to be a card trick. It's the full cards are the last cards in the pack. Good deal. That makes it a lot easier. Yep, 2 packs left. Maybe we'll get that. If you want to know what it looks like, that special card where it looks just like this, just like the pack art. So that's not it, but it wouldn't be it anyway because it's the top card, and the big hits are at the back of the pack. That's a pretty cool card. I don't. It is a 4-star, and the artwork looks different. You know, the color pattern looks different, but it's not. The MSRP on that's probably not that fantastic. I don't know. I only really paid attention to the top cards. I do like it. I might be mistaken. This might be like a legend or something. But you know, the fine print is so fine, I can't. I'm just going to assume it is, but I don't know. So last pack magic. Maybe I'll get that case hit. If not, no big deal. I'll just eventually buy it if I want to. You know, this product isn't worth you. I like it and the artwork's great, but it isn't worth you losing your mind over. Didn't get that, but got some pretty cool cards. You know, wasn't figuring on getting it. You had to, you only had a 1 in 6 chance of getting it. Plus, there's a chance that these could be quote unquote dead booster boxes if the only card you're looking for is that 1 per case hit. But you know, whatever. At that price, it's nothing I'm concerned about. So we're going to take, I'm just going to quickly, I'm not even going through all these because it's such, look how thick that is. I mean, you know, you just give you an idea. I am going to focus on the top 2 cards I got. Let you take a look at the artwork there, pretty decent. Don't know at this point because this is the first time I've opened any gate ruler. The artwork's great on it. I hear the gameplay is pretty good on it, but I don't, I don't really know how to play it at this point. But anyway, my two best cards, I think this is one of the really good cards, but I know this is one of the really good cards. I'll take that out so we can maybe get a little less glare on it. There's no texture on that side. Of course, this is textured, but none there. Pretty decent. After shipping and taxes and everything, this was $31.22 for this box. Probably as much as I want to pay for this stuff. I have seen boxes of this in various sets go for as much as 120, and that is ridiculous. Just wait a little bit, look around at Mercari and eBay, maybe even Amazon. I don't know. TCG Player, you'll find it for much cheaper. Anyway, if you would, please like and subscribe, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys.